First thing I thought of was, with this game, the Twinkling Lights game, awfully similar to the Christmas Lights, a card game, where you have to get a sequence of colored lights in a row, and in a certain row. Check our video out for that for last year's, for 12 days of Christmas games. Well, I feel like this one is definitely more strategy and harder to do, and so that this one's definitely a more simpler version of it. Though it does have some more luck involved, I would say. Again, the National Lampoons Christmas Vacation Twinkling Lights game. Very easy. The object is to decorate the house with festive patterns of Christmas lights and be the first player to match all 3 of your pattern cards to win the game. What you do is you mix the tiles up, reveal the top 2 and place them in the middle of the table. Now what I like to do, because it's going to be the same mix-up anyway, I like to do it like match game or something like that, or memory, where you just kind of do it like this. I feel like that's what... It's basically the same thing, because it's going to be, that stack gets wobbly, and it's still just randomly choosing a tile. That's basically what the game is. When you shuffle them, it's random anyway. So you can do this too if you want. I feel like it's the same damn thing. And it's easier, I feel like, for drawing from the pile. I mean, look how easy it is. Like, you know, you just take them and you can shuffle them around like this, instead of having to take them and shuffle them like a deck of cards, which can be... But this, they're shuffled, we place our 2, and we go. Then shuffle the red 3 pattern cards, and the green 4 pattern cards. Deal out 2 of the red ones to each player, and 1 of the green ones to each player. And those are the ones you have to get your sequence in and win. You place the remaining ones in the box, and just forget about them. The youngest player goes first. Basically how to play: start the first player and go clockwise. You take the following actions in order: draw and place and score pattern cards. Again, very simple. Draw the top tile card, and you got to place it, connecting it somewhere. Remember, you want to get the patterns, and the patterns have to be in that sequence. So if yours is purple, blue, yellow, it has to be in that order when they're connected. I mean, it could be purple, blue, yellow, or like yellow, blue, purple, but they have to be basically in that. You can't have the yellow between the purple and the blue. It has to be in that exact sequence only in order for it to count. And you have to get a sequence of 3, 3, and 4. So that's what you do. You place, you figure out where to put it, and then at the end of your turn, if there's anything there, you score that, and you place that card face up in front of you. Also of note, you may score patterns played by opponents or yourself, but you cannot score a pattern card until after playing the tile you drew this turn. As previously done, for an example, already scored purple, yellow, blue, and I didn't really have to put anything there yet with my tile. So I can just place my tile like right there, I guess, but now I score, and there we go.
That sucked. I didn't see that coming.
So yeah, that is a pretty good way to do like that. As they say, you can score just from already there, but you can't do it until you place. Very easy, the tile placement. They may be placed adjacent to any tile in any orientation. Broken wire tiles are also very important. They can be placed on any adjacent tile as the other ones, but when you draw one, you have the option to play it or give it to any player who doesn't already have one that they're holding. That player must play the broken tile on their next turn instead of drawing a new tile. So after you give them the broken tile to another player, draw and place a new tile. If you draw a broken wire tile, and all your opponents already have one, you must play that one yourself. So again, you can either play it yourself, or you can give this to someone if possible. The plus tiles you can stack on top of another adjacent tile, which is pretty neat and handy to fix the pattern however you kind of want it to be. And again, winning the game, scoring all 3 of your pattern cards before your opponent does. If you run out of live tiles, the player who has scored the most pattern cards wins. In the case of a tie, the player who has scored a 4 pattern card wins. If there is still a tie, it's a draw. So again, it's very simple. Draw, place them, and you want to get them there in the sequence that best fits you, but then everyone else is going to play. The more you have, the harder it can be, or the easier it can be. Well, yeah, it's basically luck-based by what you draw from the tiles, but there is some strategy. If you kind of think what your opponent's doing, or, I don't know, the broken tile can stop someone from doing something because it breaks up a pattern, so it's possible to have some kind of strategy, but it's all basically, I feel like, luck-based. But it's fun and easy, and it's something you can do with the whole family, of pretty much all ages, in a sense, for the most part, because it's very simple. Each player just takes a turn, placing, getting your patterns just right, positioning them in just the right way to make sure they help you on next turn, and sometimes it can really stink when you have like, oh, this is perfect. No, this is not in the right spot. I could have scored. But it's a fun, festive game. Very simple, very cheap, by the way, too. And something, if you're a fan of the movie, just a fan of Christmas in general, yeah. Tiles are fine, box is fine, and it's a fun, simple, easy game that you can take out for Christmas from now until, you know, the end, I guess. Speaking of the end, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we'll have more for the 12 days of Christmas games. Ho, 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 yeah! Hey, Moose and Squirrel! It's Rocky and Bullwinkle! Ah!
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!